Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Rachel. I'm back with another video. Today, I'm excited. We are doing a full face, except a few items that they don't carry yet, of Colourpop cosmetics. It is a super affordable brand, and I mean like super affordable. They sell some of their items in Ulta, but they're mainly online. I'll link their website down below. I really like them. Their quality is really good. I think this is great for people who are advanced or people who are just starting out and just want to dabble into it, or people who just want affordable options because not everybody can afford high-end makeup, or even some of the drugstore makeup has gotten a little pricey lately. So I'm barefaced because we're going to get right into it. And if you guys like the video, subscribe to my channel and hit that like button down below. Let's get to it. Okay, so I don't have one of their primers. They only just came out with them. They're not really for my skin type. So I'm just going in with an oldie but goodie, my Becca Cosmetics Backlight Priming Filter. So, if you're from PA or, this area, you would know we just got a nice winter storm, Winter Avery. Whether you're PA, I think, Maryland, all the eastern our area. So we got out early yesterday. It took me 5 hours to get from Harrisburg to home. Usually only takes like an hour, so it was a great time. I feel really bad for everyone who was stuck on 78 because it completely shut down. That really sucks. Anyways, sorry. Next, I am going in with the Colourpop No Filter Foundation. They also have a stick form too. This one is the new one. Okay, there it goes. It's the new one. I picked up the shade Medium 83N, and I think it's going to be too dark for me right now. Yeah. So, I'm not going to use that today. I'm going to use Medium 90, which is weird because this looks lighter than this. It's the only thing I don't typically like buying foundations online because finding your match is next to impossible unless like this is what I am, blah blah blah. My skin fluctuates from like a light medium to a medium tan, mainly in the summer, but we'll see how this goes. I like this foundation. I like to shake it up. They say I think it's supposed to be like a matte finish, but for me it's more of a natural finish. I'm just gonna pump. Oh, I hope I didn't break the pump. Oh, great. Well, we'll deal with it. I'm gonna use about 3 pumps because your sponge is gonna soak up a good bit, and we're just gonna apply it. It's a little yellow for me right now, but I can make do. Alright, oh, I did use their brow products too. I'll show you those in a minute. They were just looking really ratchet, so I did them right away. Okay. It gives you a good coverage for 3 pumps. It's about medium, but this is very easily buildable. So that is always a good option for those more fuller foundation girls. But you can see it's not fully matte. Like, it's got more of a natural finish because it still gives like a slight radiance, but that also could be my primer. But anyways, so, the brow products I used. So I used the Precision Brow Pencil and the Brow Boss Gel, these two here. The shade I have is Bang & Brunette. It's okay, it's a little warm. I still prefer my CoverGirl, Precision, I can't think of the name of it, the brow pencil, but I like it in soft brown. Soft brown. It's definitely like my perfect brow color. But I do really like this gel, and I think it was only like $5. But it goes on like a little white, but it dries completely like transparent. You can't see anything on them. Next, I am going to go in with the No Filter Concealer. I will say, for being like an indie brand, I guess you would say, their color range is pretty freaking bomb, I must say. It's very impressive. The consistency on this is very like lightweight, but it provides a good amount of coverage too. I'm very fortunate. I don't have much discoloration like around my eyes, thankfully. Okay. Next, we are going to set it with the No Filter setting powder. This is in translucent. I really like this powder. It's lightweight. It doesn't cake up on my skin. Um, Good. I mean, it kind of looks like a tiny bottle, but it's like filled to the rim. So net, you get 0.30 ounces, which is still a good bit. Ooh, a lot of powder there. I'm just going to flip it over on its lid. I will say it can get a little messy, but it's translucent powder, so I wouldn't expect anything else. And I'm just going to take my sponge, a little bit on it. I don't know if you guys notice, I don't tend to put too much powder. Like, I like to just press it lightly into the skin. And that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to apply it on the lids too, so that sets as well. And then I'm going to go over the rest of my face with the pressed powder as well. Okay, so I use the loose powder just to set where I put the concealer, and then I'm going to use the pressed powder. This one. I'm going to use this. It's in the shade medium. And I'm going to press that, not so much rub, but just press it all over. It's just a sheer powder. I'm going to bring it down my neck just because it's a little off in color. Next, I am going to go in with highlighter. This is actually new to me. It's from their like fall collection. So I have, it's the Crush on You Super Shock Highlighter Palette. I'll show you what it looks like. Super freaking pretty. Let me swatch them all for you. They have the consistency of the Super Shock shadows. So I'm curious as if they'll dry or not, because typically they say keep the lid extra tight so it doesn't dry. Those are the 4 shades. And then this, excuse me, this is what typically they look like. This is from the Zodiac palette, Zodiac collection with Kathleen Lights. But they always say, like, you know, keep it tight, blah, blah, blah. That's what that one looks like. Freaking stunning. This one here. So I'm going to go and apply, I think I'm going to use my sponge for this. And I'm going to apply Class Act underneath, and then I'm going to go in with a powdered highlight, and I'll show you that in a second. Usually you want to either use your finger or the sponge for this type of formula, so let's see. Oh yeah, it's still really pretty. This isn't a super like crazy highlight unless you truly make it that way. I'm just putting a light dab on it just because I know I'm going in with a heavier So then, the highlighter I'm going to go in with is this one here. It's in the shade Boy Next Door. Able to get that out for a second. Okay. And I'm going to just apply that pretty much right on top where I applied the others. Whew. Makes it so much more intense because that Super Shock is almost like a cream. It pretty much is a cream, but it just looks so pretty. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Ooh. Okay. Bronzer, I'm going to go in with here. This is a really nice bronzer. It's easy. It's not like crazy pigmented. It's easily buildable. And it's a, I think it's a matte finish, I want to say. I haven't used it in a little while. It's either matte or like a satin matte. Or a satin finish. Now that I'm getting some life back into my skin. There we go. And then the blush I'm going to go with is right here. Just a really pretty color. And apply that as well. And then I am going to clean up a little bit because I didn't like contour a little or anything. Take some of that loose powder again. And my sponge. And then just wipe it off right away. Just clean up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, so my base is done. Oh, I also don't have their setting spray because I think they only have one. It's like All-Star or something. Okay. I have a lot of their eyeshadow palettes, but I recently just did their like build your own palette and it was like 40% off or something. My necklace is like choking me. Please hold. There we go. Okay. It's very neutral and boring. Story of my life. There are some really cool shades in there. I'll give myself that. But came with the Z palette, and you could choose, like, I think you can choose shadows, or you can choose like face and shadows or face products. You could choose a different array of stuff. But these are the colors. I'm gonna go just something very simple. I think. We'll see. My first time playing with them, but I've played with the shadow formula before, and I can tell you they're really easy to blend. Some of the shades can be a little chalky just because like it's super pigmented, but okay. I'll list the shades down below because they're all in the palette. But so yeah. I don't know what we're gonna create here, but we're gonna go with something. Is everybody getting ready for Thanksgiving? I know it is my favorite holiday because of all the food. I'm gonna go into detail in a different video as to why I've been absent. A lot had happened in my life the past few months, but I'm more than ready to share that with anybody. especially if anyone has gone through similar situations. We're going to just deepen up this crease a little bit. And I want to just take a little bit of the brown, just really, there we go. Going with that outer corner, kind of just blow it out there. Sorry if you hear my dog, he's been a baby all day, like extra baby. You guys know Oakley, my lab. He's a little nuts, but he's got the biggest heart. He's my baby. Luna's my baby girl, and which is my puggle, and Oakley is my baby boy, which is my lab. Luna just turned 7 at the end of October, and Oakley is 4. We'll always remember Oakley's birthday because it's actually the day me and JT started dating. And then Luna, she's our firstborn, obviously. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Just blending out those edges. What lid shade do I want to go with? I think I'm going to go in with this like pewter shade, and I'm just going to go on my finger. Because shader brush is upstairs and I don't feel like running and get it. Like, look how pretty this shade is. Alright. Oh yes. Give it to me. That's beautiful. It is pretty. Just taking a clean brush and just cleaning that up a little bit. So glad I went with this shade. So happy. Now what I'm going to do is just take it under the lower lash line, the same colors I used in my crease. I'm just going to take one of these shades in here. Actually, I'm going to take that same highlighter I used, wherever it is. There we go. And pop that in the inner corner. Might clash a little bit, but whatever. A little bit to the brow. I'm going to apply mascara and lashes, and the only thing I think we have left are lips. I'll be right back. Okay. I didn't feel like putting lashes on because, one, I forgot my glue upstairs, and I didn't feel like running to get it. Yeah. And I have a few more videos to film yet, so I don't want to rip them on, off, on, and off, on, off. Alright, so last thing I have is lips. So there are a few things I really like from them. They're ultra glossy lips, and they're ultra satin lips. Their ultra matte lips are pretty damn dry, not gonna lie. But this gloss is really pretty. It's an Aquarius, which is one of Kathleen Light's. I love her. So freaking cute. But it's from one of hers. My lips are really dry right now, so it feels really good just applying this all over the lips. And last thing to do is just to set it into place. I'm going to cover my eyes, so I just did mascara. There we go. Give them a spray. There. Or there. Alright. Alright. See how I look. That highlight. So freaking pretty. Alright guys, and this wraps it up. If you guys liked the video, leave a comment down below if you want to see more affordable videos or more looks like this or really anything you want to see. I like all the input I can get, and I'll see you next time. Bye.